ladies and gentlemen, the GMHBA Grand Final Eve luncheon, and everyone's having a great time down here at the Geelong Race Club. Well, everyone, perhaps except a bloke who's been brave enough to show his face here at the Race Club for all of us at K-Rock. He's been a great friend of ours at K-Rock through season 2011, through plenty of seasons in fact, and he is embedded into the premiership fabric of the Geelong Football Club. Would you please, most kindly, make as much noise as you possibly can for a bloke who would dearly love to be out there tomorrow, but as fate has dealt his cards, he won't be. Cam Mooney, ladies and gentlemen. The couch is yours, Moons, and it's a big build-up. I am just sneaking in behind him like any good defender should. He should just loves a part of the action on Grand Final. Max Rooke, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Maxie. Mate, you didn't wait for the build-up. Your build-up was going to be bigger than Moons's. It was going to be huge, but you just snuck in behind him, got the shepherd.
Yeah, I like leave that stuff up to Moons. Loves the limelight, so yeah, I just thought I'd slink in behind him.
Well, you're just go about your business there, Maxie, and well, you go back to the 2009 Grand Final, and I'll get to you in a minute, Moons, but Maxie, that was just extraordinary. I think we've heard contradictory stories about what you were thinking when Geelong had won the flag. You're in the pocket. There's no one standing on the mark, ladies and gentlemen. The siren is gone. Geelong have won it by 6. Actually standing in the pocket, lining up for the big sticks. He's 20 metres out on the angle. Still a chance to get the name in the paper. Was that the theory?
Yeah, it's a good theory. No, it wasn't a theory at the time. Yeah, the main reason was probably sounds pretty stupid now, but I just wanted to make sure that we won the game, and I wasn't going to trust the scoreboard.
You didn't trust the scoreboard? Was that right? You thought, if they've got that wrong, I want to make sure I take the kick?
Yeah, it's spot on. I was just so determined that day that there was no way we were going to lose the game, and I wasn't going to leave anything to chance.
It was an extraordinary game of footy, and Moons, I'm sure it lives long in your memory. It was your third premiership in 2009. I think I'm right in saying that you really only count the 2 that you played for with Geelong.
Oh, yeah, you do, I guess. I mean, it would have been great to play in 3 at Geelong, because that's where my heart and soul is, but it does look good on the stat sheet, mate. So when I'm about 45 or 50, I'll be telling everyone I was unlucky not to be Norm Smith in 99, so it won't matter too much. But
did you get a touch in 99?
I did. It actually went through my hands. I went for a mark, went through my hands, got dragged, didn't see the rest of the day until about 5 minutes to go. Went back on, gave away a free kick, got dragged again and got absolutely berated on the phone by Pagan. So that was about my day. But going back on 09, I thought, I know he didn't get the medal or like that, but Rookie was actually my best on ground that day, because I just thought he was unbelievable with his contested work and the way he just bullocked his way around the contest, and especially in that last quarter when the game was out to be won. We had a lot of hard boys, but I don't think there was anyone harder than Max.
No, hands together for Maxie Rooke's 09 Grand Final. It was something special. There's no doubt about that. And I reckon, Maxie, that first, that was the final, the Grand Final, the first 3 or 4 minutes, there were an extraordinary number of 1%ers from you. You just basically hunted the ball and whoever had it, and you're almost playing tag. You had to get to the person who had the ball. Was that something that you were let off the leash by the coach, or was it something you just had to get rid of some pent up energy?
Are you talking about 07?
Well, it might have been. I was going to say I thought it was 07, but after Cam's big rap of 09, 07 you just track the ball, you track the port players, and you put on about 6 or 7 1%ers that were unbelievable.
I don't know if they were unbelievable, but yeah, I did try and get to as many contests as I could, and obviously it was the first Grand Final I've been involved in, and something that you dream about since you're a kid, and it's what in my instance, that was what I put everything into all through my school and growing up, and all I wanted to do was play the AFL Grand Final. So that first few minutes I went for it, and I had
trying to take your own out, weren't you?
Pretty much.
And so was it premeditated? Were there discussions with the coaches that you needed to put your presence on the football and the contest early in that game?
Oh, there was nothing too much spoken about. It was more like I probably got, I was in the grand final and
your head was
lost
spinning.
my composure, I'd probably say, to be honest, and I was just running around like a headless chook. But, one of the coaches said to me after the game just how rapt they were that I did that, but it wasn't intentional. I probably seriously just lost my composure, and I was just running from one contest to another, and I was stuffed for about 2.5 minutes.
I think that coach might have been Brendan McCartney, because he was talking about it for weeks afterwards. He was the one that alerted me to it. He said, go back and have a look at the first 2.5 minutes of that grand final and see where Max Rooke bobs up. He just bobs up in everything. You were all over the place, and you set the tone for what was an extraordinary day in the life of the whole of this city, and certainly football in this city. It must have been an extraordinary moment in your career to win a premiership, just for you personally, but then the enormity, I suppose, sinks in.
Yeah, obviously, it's like I said, it's what you dream of when you're a kid, and winning the grand final, and I guess just seeing what it meant to so many people here in Geelong, and people that work so hard for it for so long, and especially the guys throughout the 90s and that who missed out. In a way, it was hopefully a bit of satisfaction for those guys as well. Just felt like, I remember Mooney saying this back at the time, it wasn't so much about us, that one, it was about the people of Geelong and past players and supporters, and just felt like it was, I guess it was, something that people waited so long for. It was just a massive relief. And
it was a weight off the whole town's back, wasn't it, Moons? I mean, you must have, in the aftermath of winning the 07 grand final, what's some of the memories you've got of I suppose, the town and just what happened?
Well, all I remember is hearing stories about how a couple of cars had been rolled in the main street, and people were jumping on the cars. It was absolute chaos, and a few of us got told actually not to go into town because it was that crazy. But I wish we kind of had it in the end, because it would have been amazing to see. But I mean, going on what Rookie said, it was a huge weight off everyone's shoulder. I think not just the club or the players, but just the supporters, the town. Everybody just needed that. I think after all those the losses in the 90s or the early 80s and 90s, everyone just had that. I think the club itself had a bit of a laughing stock a little bit up the road. I think a lot of people bagged Geelong Town and the football club, and it wasn't until we won that, I think it just lifted a whole weight off everybody's shoulders.
No doubt about that. Now, I bet you were you've had a tough couple of weeks, and it would be remiss of me not to ask, and you can answer however you like, but the disappointment levels, I mean, you've got a brave face on here today, and I reckon if it wasn't 3/4 of the room, it was 99% of the room when you walked through the door thought, how good is that Cam Mooney can turn up to a function like this the day before a grand final when he's not pissed.
I actually feel like a bit on the drinks, that's why I came. I don't think I can, but look mate, it's been a shocking month. It's been actually a very hard year, toughest year of my career, but it's obviously been the hardest month of my career, and obviously even worse, the hardest week of my career as well. But look, that's life, that's footy. I've played over 200 games, I've played in 3 premierships, I've played in 4 grand finals. I don't know how many people can say who have played AFL who can say they've done that. So it's only like 1 or 2% of people. So I'm extremely fortunate for what I've done, what I've achieved, but in saying that, I was really desperate to play this week in this whole final series. I was desperate to go out on a high note, but I thought I was actually going to come back in for the Collingwood game, but to Scotty's credit, he really wanted to back in the future of the football club, and the young guys with Tommy Hawkins, who I'm unbelievably proud of the way he's handled the last month of football, and guys like Trent West, really wanted to give them a go in the Collingwood game, knowing that I could probably come into the qualifying final against Hawthorn if they didn't step up. But to their credit, they stepped up really well, and they've had an amazing month of football. Especially those 2 boys. They're probably the positions that I was looking at. And to their credit, they're playing in the grand final this week, and they deserve it.
That is an unbelievable attitude.
I've got to have a kick the cat tonight.
That is the mark of the man, but it's probably also you're also a product of what is it now, recognised around Australia as a great sporting institution in the Geelong Football Club, and you talk about that laughing stock and can't win finals, and there was an air of failure about the Geelong Football Club, desperate times, financial problems. Just tell us about the institution that is the Geelong Football Club that can produce two products like this that are very humble in victory and cop disappointment on the chin like you do.
Well, I think, like I said, when we first got to the football club, we were $10 million in debt. We weren't a great football club, we weren't a great football side, we weren't playing regular finals football, we weren't winning finals football in the early 2000s. So we were really struggling as a group and as a club, and it probably took the big kick in the backside of 06 after a couple of pretty good years in 04 and 05 to really, from what we saw, we thought near enough was good enough in Geelong sometimes, and we as a group got sick of that. So we desperately wanted to change that, and we did. We got an amazing leadership group of that year. We had an amazing leadership program as well that we brought into the football club, and look, we always had the talent there. We just needed to basically just get on the straight and narrow, I guess, because myself included and a few other guys, we probably liked a bit of a good time and playing football on the weekends and going out and having a good time. But if you want to be a great football club, you just can't do that. A great football side, you can't do that. So we finally straightened up, and here we are as one of the greatest football clubs of all time at the moment. So it was a fantastic turnaround by the group, and couldn't be prouder that Max and I were involved in that.
And Max, you played your part in straightening that up. Football meant plenty to you. It was so much so that, the famous story, and I won't bore everyone with the details, and you don't even have to tell it, but the old man sent the tape down to the Geelong Footy Club and said, my boy can play a bit, you want to have a look at this fella, he might be Warwicknabeal, wasn't it? Playing down there at Casterton, sorry, did I get that wrong?
Same state.
Yeah. Well, they both got racetracks, I know that much. Yes, but Casterton, and you were plucked out of obscurity and were part of all that. You must be proud of the part that you played in having a single-minded determination to be successful.
Yeah, definitely. Looking back, I was very proud. I think, as Moon said, 07, it was like we just had enough. I think came back to the players. Obviously we had heaps of support from everybody else, but each individual, I think, the group of players that we had were just so competitive and just hated losing. And I remember just a point there where everyone was sort of just looking around thinking, we actually want to achieve something. We weren't happy just to play 10 years of AFL footy without winning the premiership, and a lot of people go through their careers, they don't ever win a premiership, and I can't imagine now at the line what that would be like. I think we were just super competitive, guys like Scarlo and Moon, Stasher, all those guys just hate losing so much, and as Moon said, we just had enough. We just wanted to do something about it, and we just started a whole new spirit within the club and within the playing group, and that's been able to, it's still going now, and hopefully it just continues for years to come, and we end up, there's no reason why you need to you have to go back down the bottom of the ladder and that type of thing. The club's done it superbly well this year. We're just throwing a few young kids in, we've still got the experienced guys in. If you've got the good leadership at the top, then it doesn't take much for those young guys to pick it up. They pick it up really quickly, and it's really easy just to keep that momentum going, I guess. And it'd be great if a few years down the track we could just play grand final after grand final and end up like the Yankees.
4 out of 5 ain't bad, I tell you. That's the record. In the 5 years we've been doing this luncheon, 4 times for catching Maxie, well done. Congratulations on your work with Cotton On Foundation.
Thank you very much.
And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we'll save the best to last. Cam Mooney is an absolute champion. He's a champion bloke. Forget about his footy, he's a champion bloke, and he's a 3-time premiership player, 2 with the Cats. Congratulations on a stellar career, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.